Good morning, friends. It's Monday, the 31st of March, 2025, and it's time for your news from dinarguru.com. Intel guru Bruce via Wiser now. The actual full revaluation is supposed to happen after the first week or so of April, but we don't need all the currencies to be revalued for us to begin our exchanges. We're looking good as everything is coming together. Intel Guru 26. Sudani has done everything possible to bring security and stability to the monetary reform of the Central Bank of Iraq that is soon to bring you a new exchange rate with purchasing power. This may be my opinion, but the evidence makes it look like a fact. Newshound Guru. Militiaman. Can Iraq be pegged to the dollar into the future? Or are they going to change? Are they going to stick with the US dollar? Or are they going to be in a basket of currency? Either one is going to happen. Newshound Guru Caparoni article. The National Bank of Iraq raises its capital to more than $500 billion dinars after recording an exceptional year. Intel Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK. Here is the big one. Article. Iraqi ambassador in Washington, a delegation representing more than 50 American companies, will visit Iraq. There will be some high-profile meetings to look at business opportunities in Iraq. We have seen many countries meeting with Iraq recently for investments. We have seen Japan, Germany, France, and the UK all sending delegations to look at doing international business. For them to do this level of international business, they will need an international currency. Newshound Guru Clarticle, Al-Sudani, there is no international pressure against energy projects, and our funds in the US are not under guardianship. Quote, we organized a mechanism for importing gas from Iran. The last executive order was only for importing electricity, not gas, despite some talk from the American side about the need to find alternatives to Iranian gas. As a government, we prefer to invest in our existing gas because we burn about 1,300 cubic meters per day, while our imports at peak times reach 1,000 cubic meters. The value of what is imported amounts to $4 billion, while the value of what is burned amounts to $5 billion, which means that our losses are equal to $9 billion annually between imports and burning. Intel Guru Frank 26, Iraq Boots on the Ground report. Firefly do all this auditing at 1310. They never did before once. Again, another clue that we have a new exchange rate. If it was at 1310, it would not have required an audit. Newshound Intel Guruf Nuelu article, The Empire Strikes Back Trump 2.0 and Iraq's dollar accounts at the Federal Reserve. I have stated that the smokescreen of delaying the RIRV due to corruption is a red herring. The only thing that will preserve Iraq's autonomy will be a reinstatement or revaluation. So we arrive at the $64K question. Why is Iraq stalling? I believe it is likely the conversion to a digital system to be used for cross-border payments and the payment for imports needed for the reconstruction. This will assuredly remove Iran from dollar interdiction. Newshound Intel Guru Walking Stick. Question. What is your opinion about this word, asraflak? That's the education for the financial and banking system of Iraq. This is their monetary reform being dissected, torn apart, and explained to the citizens pictorially now. They're going from verbal to pictorial, the bulletins, education, all the awareness. This is actual transparency. These next 2 months are going to scream the monetary reform to the Iraqi citizens. Newshound Guru Militia Man. Article quote, Sudani says the government banking sector will be reformed under the supervision of Ernst Young. I suggest everybody go and search Oliver Wyman Ernst Young and see what their credibility is in the world stage. They don't play games. They're accurate as they can be. That's their job. They are 100%. We have a gentleman that I know personally who worked for Ernst Young and many other firms over his lifetime. He assures me what I said is true. This new era in Iraq has nothing to do with a punished, sanctioned rate that nobody wants. No, it's the opposite, because everybody wants something to do with your new exchange rate. I see Ernst Young going crazy about and bragging to the world how Iraq is so advanced in banking systems. The stage is being prepared for the monetary reform education in the next 2 months to go from talking about it to showing it to you. The next 2 months is the Asraflak. That time period is going to contain the monetary reform education. These next 2 months are going to be very exciting and very satisfying. Intel Guru Bruce, via Wiser Now, that April 2nd is Liberation Day. And a lot of people think, well, that's when we're going to start. That's where we think the RV is going to happen. Well, I think we're going to get started before that day. Intel Newshound Guru Mark Z via PDK, I continue to hear from bond contacts that they were told they would conclude their transactions this coming week. They have been telling me that now for about 3 days. They are exceptionally hopeful that this movie is coming to an end and the roller coaster ride is almost over. I was always told when the bondholders get paid, currency folks will go within 3 to 10 days. And that ends all the news from dinarguru.com. We hope this brings value to your day. If so, please like and subscribe, and ring the bell to be notified when our reports are uploaded. Thank you for joining us, and have a great Monday.